Okay, here we go. We're in chapter 14, the Sefer of the Yanuka, the pathways of the Torah, Darchei HaTorah, and let's go. Kol HaTorah teluya b'yedias adam megdulas habori baruch hu. The whole Torah is dependent on and relies upon the fact that we have knowledge, humans have knowledge of the greatness of the Holy One, blessed be He. And all the levels that you can get on in learning Torah, there's levels to the game. The highest levels of learning Torah for its own sake, without ulterior motives, is all dependent on the measure of how much knowledge a human has of the greatness of God. Based on how much you're aware of God's greatness is how much you're learning Torah for its pure sake. And in order for everyone to know about the greatness of Hashem and to serve Him, so in order to know God, God created in us vessels, tools that we could use to know and recognize God. We have to recognize God. We need like a device to be used to recognize Him. What's that device? Yeah, it's your brain and your intellect and your eyes and your ears and all the limbs of your body were designed to be used to know God. And through them, then you can know the greatness of God. You got to use your body. As it says in the book of Iyov, he says, like, with my flesh, with my body, I will be able to view and see God. Job says, it's not just a Hasidic rant. This is in the Tanakh, that we use our body to actualize and internalize and understand God. That the Holy One, blessed be He, gave humans the vessels to see and know His greatness. May He be blessed. Amnam, however, Hashem created the world that it should unfold and conduct itself in the laws of nature, like the natural order of the world. Shu connected Shem Elokim, which is juxtaposed and connected to the name of God's name of Elokim. God's got different names. This one name, Elokim, represents that. As it says, Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim v'aretz. In the beginning, in Genesis, God created the heavens and the earth. He uses the name Elokim for God. And then it says in parentheses over here that it's hinted to by the Ramak in Pardes Rimonim that the word teva, nature, natural order in this world, is the same gematria, shehateva, the word the nature, the natural order, is the same gematria as Elokim. Meaning, God created the world, but He's not apparent in it. There's a natural order, so He's hidden in it. Shu connected midas hadin, and this is juxtaposed and connected to the attribute of justice, of strictness, that God's not just letting us know He's here, He's hidden in the whole thing. Mashmaus shel midas hadin hi hastara, and the implications of the attribute of justice, of this deen, of this strictness, is hiddenness, being concealed, that God's not apparent. And this is God's gevura. This is God's strength and powers. I don't translate gevura properly, metaphysical term, but everyone who's with me this far understands what it means. This is Hashem's gevuras. What is it? That a person could look on the creation and see what was created. And nonetheless, your eyes won't see the greatness of God. What is the strictness, the harshness of this world? Is that we can look at it and not see that there's God. But everything is here so you can have free choice, free will. That's why it's this way. Because from the hiddenness that God's hidden, from there comes forth the power, the reality of free choice. What is it that a human can come to a place of separation between what his eyes sees in the physical world and between the reality of the greatness of God? They're really one and the same, but we're seeing two different things. Oh, yikes. We're able to look at reality and not be able to contemplate and understand the holiness of the divine presence that's hidden and embedded in all different things in this world. Everywhere it's hidden and embedded and we don't see it. Until everything becomes mundane and separate for us. It's just the physical world. God's there, the world's here. Two separate things. Separate. God forbid. And this is how it started to descend upon the generation of Enosh, which was a sinning generation. After Cain and Abel, there was a lot of terrible sinning types of scenarios, and it caused people to make an error and serve foreign gods. And it even says, "As hu chalikro b'shem Hashem," in Genesis 4:26, it says the people there started to use God's name in mundane. It's like, when people say, I'm not going to say it, they say gosh dang it, but they say GODDAMN it, God, gosh damn it. I don't even want to curse. When people say it, yeah, you're using God's name lightly. That's pretty insane. Huchal, lashon chulin, we mundaned God's name. Also in the generation of the Tower of Babel, they started to you know what, I know how this translates, but I just want to read it from the verse itself. Hold on. It says, hold on, Genesis, hold on with me, 11:6. God said, if as one people with one language for all, this is how they've begun to act. So this is translated as how they've begun to act. Now we're acting a different way. Kolomar, as if to say, Shemikoyach bechirasam, because of their choice, they're making choices, they're starting to act a certain way. Bouli deze perud, this is leading to the separate realities, where we don't view God and reality as one. Kilo, he's baininu b'mitzius haboire, and he cares b'chol davar bria. Because humans are no longer contemplating on the reality of the Creator that should be recognizable in all things in the creation. We lost it. And because of that, humans have come to serve and worship things that were made by the hands of humans, made out of trees and rocks. Just serving idols, because we lost the creation. The recognition of the creation. My blessing to you is see God in reality. That's all. And you're free. I love you all so much. Let's stay strong. We got this. See God in reality and you'll be free from the whole thing. And you're serving at the highest levels. We could do it together. Teamwork. Dreamwork.